Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Node.js tutorial for beginners. In the last video, we have seen how we can use readable streams in Node.js. And we have used this method called create read streams to create an object of read streams. And then we have called this method on this readable stream object, which on data event was reading a chunk of data from a file which we have created last time. And whenever a chunk of file is read, then it's going to be used using this variable chunk in this anonymous function, right? So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, just see the last video to be clear. Now in this video, we will see how we can use writable streams in Node.js. So for example, you have some buffer stream coming from somewhere. For example, from this file itself, whatever we read from a big file we have created last time, we want to write this data which we are reading in chunks to another file in chunks. So we are not reading the whole file and then writing to a new file. We are reading chunks and also writing chunks. So it's not going to block your code. Okay. So let's see how we can create writable streams in Node.js. Now to create a writable streams, I'm going to use this code which I've written in the last video to read the file, right? And now we will create a writable stream. So just write var write stream is equal to fs dot create write stream, and then we can give the name of the file in which we want to send our stream to. So for example, I can name my file as write file dot txt. Okay, this will be the file in which we want to write our data. Now to use this write stream is really easy. Whenever you read this data, so here on the data event we were reading the data, right? So in order to write it to a file, you can just call this write stream object, and then you can call a method called write on it. So just simply call a method called write, and then it takes a chunk as an argument. So you can just pass this argument here, and this chunk will be written to the write stream object, and in turn it will be written to the write file.txt. Okay, so let's run the code and let's see how it works. So I'm going to open a terminal and run my code, and it has just printed these lines which indicates a chunk of data read, you can see. And then we can see a file is created here with the name write file, and it has the same content as our file.txt have. Okay, so this is essentially just writing the chunk of data as it reads the data from a file. Now in the previous videos, we have also seen how we can write the data using the write file function, right? Now the difference between this write stream dot write and the write file function is, in the write file function we were just flushing all the data which we have in the buffer, and it's not going to the file in which we want to write chunk by chunk, but we were writing it in a single shot, right? But using this method, you can write the data to a file in chunks whenever you have data, right? So this is the benefit of this method and write streams over the write file method. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.